The first station. Jesus is betrayed and arrested.
With Lord of Christ, and we praise you, because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
Jesus went to a garden in a place named Gethsemane, and he said to his disciples, "Sit here while I pray." He took with him Peter, James, and John, and began to be troubled and distressed. Then he said to them, "My heart is sorrowful even to death. Remain here and keep watch." He advanced a little and fell to the ground and prayed that, if it were possible, the hour might pass him. He said, "Abba, Father, all things are possible to you. Take this cup away from me, but not what I will, but what you will." Judas, one of the 12, arrived, accompanied by the crowd with swords and clubs, who had come from the chief priests, the scribes, and the elders. His betrayer had arranged a signal with them, saying, "The man I kiss is the one. Arrest him and lead him away securely." He came, immediately went over to him and said, "Rabbi," he kissed him. At this prearranged signal, the crowd laid hands on him and arrested him.
Sir, I am Judas. All my life I have waited for the Messiah. I have anticipated and hoped for the one who would lead our people to freedom from the Romans. I know that Jesus should be king. If I were he, I would have proclaimed myself a new king months ago. He has such power. He could lead all of Jerusalem against Rome. But he would not listen to me. He said if I were he said that I had it all wrong, that if I hadn't been listening to him this whole time, I would know what his kingdom is all about. He didn't understand that all I wanted for him is that he could be all he could be. And so, I thought I could make him reveal himself to our leaders. I thought for sure that he would stand up to the Romans, and that he would lead me and the other disciples at his side. I was wrong. And things began to go badly from the moment I kissed him. He loved me so much, and I betrayed him with this love.
Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they crucified my Lord?
The second station. Peter denies Jesus.
With Lord of Christ, and we praise you, because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
Hi, sir. I am Peter. If I can just get close enough to the fire to warm myself without being seen. I told him I wouldn't run away, and I'm not going to. But I'm so scared. Scared for the master, scared for myself, scared for what? No. I don't know him. I don't even know that I don't even know what you're talking about. I better get out of here to someplace safer outside. But I'll stay as close as I can. Oh no, is she following me? I better hide, quick, I better. Look, I told you, I didn't even know they arrested anybody. I don't know them. Why don't you leave me alone? You keep questioning me. I tell you, I don't know him. What was that sound? You'll deny me 3 times before the rooster crows. What have I done? How can I ever forgive myself?
I call to you, Lord. Lord, hear my cry. May your ears be attentive to my cry for mercy. If you, Lord, mark our sins,
out of the depths, I cry to you, Lord. Oh, hear the sound of my voice. Lord, open your ears and listen to me. I plead for your kindness, O God. Out of the depths I cry to you, O Lord.
The third station. Jesus is condemned to death.
Glory to Christ and we praise you, because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
I was there. I am Pilate, and I am innocent of this man's blood. I release him to you for crucifixion, only because I fear what will happen to me if I do not bow to your wishes. I fear and despise you. You are simply rabble whom I must satisfy. I know that this man is innocent. Do not act astonished by my cowardice. I am but one man. Your own leaders act the same way as I do, and even you imitate me in countless ways. I am every politician who places personal interest over that of who he or she serves. You hear me say, I was only following orders, or this is what the people want, when I inflict pain on the innocent and most powerful people suffer. I am in the actions of every judge who perverts the spirit of law by cheapening and degrading human life. You hear me in your places of worship, when your leaders tell you only what you want to hear. And I am in you as you enter those same places of worship, surrounded by comfort and luxury, while all around you the cries of the poor go unheeded. Even you say, we are innocent of their blood. We must not offend the powers that be. We must not cause a scandal. Like me, you ask, what is truth? While the one who is truth stands in front of you, calling for you, giving you every chance to accept him and the freedom he brings.
O crucified Messiah, O crucified Redeemer, Son of God most holy, crucified for us. O crucified Messiah, O crucified Son of God most holy, crucified for us.
The fourth station. Jesus is mocked by the soldiers and given his cross.
We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you, because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
Then Pilate's soldiers took Jesus into the governor's palace, and the whole company gathered around him. They stripped off his clothes and put a purple robe on him. Then they made a crown out of thorny branches and placed it on his head, and put a stick in his right hand. Then they knelt before him and made fun of him.
Oh, they had a chain of Jews.
They spat on him and took the stick and hit him over the head. When they had finished making fun of him, they took the robe off and put his own clothes back on him. Then they led him out to crucify him. Pilate had Jesus scourged, a truly cruel punishment. He was probably stripped at the waist and then made bend over a short hill. Then he was lashed several dozen times with a whip. First few of the strokes cutting open the skin on his back. After the scourging, a wooden band or crown of long sharp thorns was pressed into the scalp. The pain had to be excruciating. When our own head hurts or we suffer from bodily pain, it would be well for us to follow the advice in the letters of the Hebrews. Let us keep our eyes fixed on Jesus. For the sake of the joy that lay before him, he endured the cross.
My God, why have you abandoned me, my God? My God, why have you abandoned me? My God, my God, why have you abandoned me, my God? My God, why have you abandoned me?
A fifth station. Veronica wipes the face of Jesus.
There are people who actively go against the crowd. When everyone is doing evil, tearing others down, this person speaks up. Hey, this isn't right. This isn't good. I refuse to go along. And everyone laughs. Veronica went against the crowd. Her sympathy overcame fear, and she came forward to wipe the blood and sweat from Jesus' face. She didn't stop to think about the consequences or to measure her own needs. At that moment, she thought only of the needs of Jesus.
Jesus, forgive us for the times we have laughed at people who went against the crowd. Help us to learn to accept the truth about ourselves and the things we do. Teach us how to follow you.
Stay with me, remain here with me. Watch and pray. Watch and pray. Stay with me, remain here with me. Watch and pray. Watch and pray.
The sixth station. Jesus falls under the cross.